very unique. I'm very high as far as the flight is concerned. The one thing that was brought up was battery. Look at that, check this out. Look at that. Oh my gosh, that is way cool. I didn't think you could do that with this controller. Right, Dad Random here, and I have got the DJI Avata 360, and we're just going to take a little maiden flight. We're going to do a controller flight. So yeah, hopefully we've got fresh lenses. Everything should be kind of like very very standard, I guess. So we're going to give it a shot using the RC2. Now I have it set up for goggles, so I did. Here we're going to go ahead and hopefully, yeah, it automatically connected. So I did set it up earlier for the Goggles N3. We're not going to use those today. I want to make sure we have a nice open spot for that and the joystick. So I haven't connected it with the RC, the FPV controller 3. So, right. So we're just going to take a quick standard. Let's see. Yeah, she should be ready to go. We're just going to do a 360 flight. Hopefully we get enough satellites here in a second. We don't have any satellites yet. Let's go ahead, while this is setting up, let's go ahead and do a screen recording. So we're good there. So now this is actually the second RC 2 that I've had. I got one that's for my Mini 5. We don't have any satellites yet, so we're hoping to get some satellites. The other thing you can see that I'm landing, I've got this landing pad out. I have never used a landing pad before, so it's the first time I've ever flown a drone with the landing pad. We do not have any satellites, 0. So hopefully, let's go ahead and look at the setup here. We're at bypass. Let's go to control. We're at Imperial. Let's do larger text. Let's see, looks like you're good there. Let's go to camera. Looks like we're in, let's see, it says that we should do it in D-Log, but I'm not gonna do D-Log. Looks like our card is formatted. We're in dual band. I don't think we need to do any more updates. I did do an update earlier today, just double checking to see if there's any more. I'm really close to my house, so it's just checking versions. I'm wondering if that has anything to do with me not being able to get satellites. So we're checking for satellites right now. Hopefully, we'll get ready there. All right. I don't see any issues with that. Still no satellites. No signal. Interesting. We have not received any signals yet. I don't know if I should. So we've got a red blinking no signal light. Let's go ahead and reboot it. See if that helps. There's no reason why we shouldn't get satellites. So 0. We cannot take off without satellites. I'm going to go look. I'm going to look at our. Go ahead and stop my. Let's see, device management. Yeah, we got that one selected. Activated. That's good. Go to settings. Make sure we have all the firmware updates. I don't know why we're not, so it's, oh, now we're blinking green now. So, oh, so it says we have an update. It's at 70%, so we'll let that, hopefully I'll edit this out for you guys. But we are blinking green now. It was blinking red earlier. So maybe this update needs to happen. So it's going pretty quick. So, all right. I did set it up. I like I said, I'm within Wi-Fi. We have a great evening, so we should be able to get some cool 360 with the mountains around here, neighborhood. So we'll let this update. Looks like it's updating pretty quick. So hopefully this update just needed to happen. But we did have it set up for the goggles and the controller, and now we're just RC2. So, all right. While this thing is updating, I'm going to go ahead and I'm re-recording again, screen recording, so you can see the installing right there. So set at 95%. So there's kind of where we're at right there. I don't know if you can see that. And it's going through its gimbal dance. It doesn't have a gimbal though. All right, we're now, let's see, everything should be good now. Let's see, no satellites yet. Aircraft flight vision, remote ID functional normal. Okay, we got that set up. Got max altitude. Let's turn that to, so we can't adjust the remote ID functionality normal. Aircraft not in flight vision systems, obstacle avoidance disabled. Satellite position, signal weak, hovering, unstable, fly with caution. So it's saying we don't have the obstacle avoidance set up. I can't adjust any of the parameters on the controller. So I'm gonna restart the controller. That's another thing you can do. And then see what it does with the drone. Now I did set it up for goggle functionality, but you should be able to flip between control devices, so, all right. So like I said, I'm gonna shorten this. Hopefully we can get it in the air here. All right, we're back. Now we're back with the controller. Remote ID error, it's saying remote ID error. Okay, it says it can take off. But okay, we're in bypass. Display, flight direction indicator, optimal, return to home. Return, that's a very, oh, there we go. 100 feet, update, home point. Let's do that. Max altitude, it's saying that's a good, we'll agree with that. There's some different stuff going on. Max distance, compass normal, calibrate IMU normal, battery, unlock geo zones. Let's see, advanced, let's see, emergency, okay, return to home. Advanced settings, yeah, return to home. We still don't have satellites. It's, all right, I'm gonna shut the camera down for just a second as I kind of try to figure this out. All right, we're back. I think it was just some pre-flight things. Now we got 24 satellites. So, all right, let's fly. All right, Dad random. We're in. Well, let's go ahead and let's see. All right, so we're recording in 360. So there's our 360 recording. All right. That's pretty cool. So, and we can, yeah, we can send the gimbal down. Okay, so she's a little bit loud, that's for sure. We got maximum satellites. We got a beautiful evening, that's for sure. So it'll be interesting. This is just a standard flight. Wow, it's pretty. And I know it's oversaturated. We probably are in HDR mode or something. Yeah, it looks like we're recording in 8K. Let's go ahead. Now, the cool thing is I don't have to do a pan because this thing is already videoing the whole entire area. We are in 360 mode, so it's crazy. It's just hard to. It's like I said, you have to train your brain for the different way that this thing flies. Let me get over the parking lot over here. There we go. It's wind right now is about 5 to 7 maybe, breezy. So we'll go over here to the golf course. I keep my altitude. So we have some dynamic. We have a little bit of clouds, so this should be kind of fun to get. We're not going to go out too far because we will struggle here with the signal eventually. Especially we get out to the golf course there. Yeah, we're already starting to. So not too bad though. Try to stay over these area. Now there's actually, if we look down, let's. Now I'm looking down, but we don't need to look down because the camera is already getting this. This is just mostly for me flying. It is very unique, that's for sure. So we're going to fly over this area here. It's going to be homes. You can see all the area that's under construction there. The dirt has been, that used to be, we used to walk the dog down there, so we'll be able to hit that. So we're just going to take, like I said, a short flight here, and we can't go very low because of where we're at, so we have to stay ELOS so we can see. Pretty cool. So we'll go there. We'll go over the ball field there. Definitely got ball games going on. Little hiccup there, but the RCs are still really good. Very unique. Just very unique. We're getting a unique angle. Let's go. We're going to go out this way into the sun here in a minute. So this is the direction that we fly. Remember, we flew with the other birds we've flown. Okay, I'm thinking of the S1. When we were testing the S1 range, you know, from the X1 and the S1, and Very cool. Okay, we're starting to lose RC, so we're gonna have to definitely go up here and then move around. So we're gonna go up. It might be it's mostly an issue of, there we go. We're right on again. So we got to get our, so the Sky Rovers is what I was working on there before I ran out of words. I'm trying to fly. So we're trying to get this thing down to our, there we go. I'm just going to let that hover there. All right, I got a screen recording going now. I've only done a couple, so there's our screen recording. Very unique. I'm very high as far as the flight is concerned. The one thing that was brought up was battery. So far it says we have about 11 minutes. Talking about signal interference. We're basically over here. So we're gonna head on back, and it's probably the antennas in the bird, because there are no vertical antennas. There's none that I know of. So as good as we are staying, we should be able to. Let's see. Let's turn it around. The side profile is a little weak. Okay, so our profile, let's get this back up in the air. Our profile for signal is a little weak, so it's coming back, so we're good again. Yep, we're back totally. So, yeah. I almost am sure that antenna issue is going to be annoying. So let's go back here. Like I said, it's mostly me. So it's all right. So we're at about 50 cents. I don't know. I'm pretty happy with the battery, to be quite honest. I know I'm flying not with FPV. I'm not pushing it. I'm not doing any aerobatics. We're just doing an area shot. All right. So I've watched a lot of people fly, and a lot of people were complaining about the drone, like not having fluid motion, that the sensors were preventing it from getting these flowy shots. And I haven't had any issues where I'm thinking flowiness is going to be, this would look FPV-ish. When I get done with this, I'm just buzzing around like it's an FPV quad. So it'd be interesting to see what you guys think about this. How FPV-ish this looks. I remember I'm flying with the RC. So you're going to get that first person view, I've done this with FPV birds. So it'll be interesting to see what you guys think about this. All right, that's enough. My poor dog. There, well, we're getting obstacle avoidance. You just kind of gotta stay out of the obstacle avoidance. You just gotta stay out of it. Now this is completely sticks and Very interesting. So I'm just going to turn around here and we'll bring it in and land. All right. So we're done. All right. I'm going to go ahead and actually I'm going to bring it out. Very, very controllable. All right. Let's put it in. It should be in bypass return. So I'm going to hit and see what it does.
Return to home.
So it's just returning from the altitude that it's at. So you'll see it coming down. See if it sees the, it doesn't. It's not, this is the, yeah. It's, is it, oh, is it adjusting? It's gonna land over where the bag is. So it doesn't see the, yeah, area unsuitable for landing. So it's, yeah, we're gonna bring it right in. Right on the landing pad.
Landing.
There it is. It lifted the camera. There it is. It lifted the camera up and dropped right in. All right. Let's, hopefully we're done recording and we let that stop. All right. That was very cool. I'd be interested to see what that video looks like. But the flight experience was good and FPV-ish. Could I have cleaned that up with the remote controller 3, FPV controller 3? Probably. Okay, let's look at the battery. That's left right there. It says 38%. So people are complaining about the battery flight times, and I don't know if I'm unhappy with that. That was a pretty decent flight. Here, let's go and analyze. Let's analyze that that video really quick. We're going to analyze the. Here we go. Let's get that down here. I want to just analyze the controller, the video on the controller just real quick. So let's just look at that, see what it looks like here. Now this isn't. It's so we've got 10 minutes of video. So so are you disappointed with the 10-minute video time? So let's just gonna look at that. So 10 minutes of video, a 360 video, and oh wow, oh, that is very cool. It previews in 360. That is freaking cool. Check that out. That is freaking wild. That is wild. That is really wild, guys. That is freaking cool. I told Kai that I wasn't going to be excited about this thing. Oh my gosh, that is freaking cool. Oh man. I can't tell you that I am not excited about this. Oh my gosh, that is so neat. Oh man, I can't wait to tell you about it. I can't wait for this video to go live because that is so fun. It's such a cool thing. Oh my gosh, there's the sun right there going down, and we got the. I'm not in log mode either, so I'm not. Anyway, that is really neat. Look at that. Check this out. Look at that. Oh my gosh, that is way cool. I didn't think you could do that with this controller. Oh man, okay, I'm gonna stop that. I gotta stop the video because that was too freaking awesome. All right, so for Dad Rand, I'm flying with the RC2 and he's flying the Avata 360. I must just be a simpleton to be that excited. Oh my God. Guys, I have the perfect area to video with this thing. This thing will be able to go 1,600 feet. So more than likely, this thing would be a candidate for a Red Mountain flight, which I have not done in maybe 3 years. I have not flown the Red Mountain in 3 years. This puppy is going up the Red Mountain. There's no question about it. That is so amazing. All right, anyway, dead random for the Avata 360, maiden flight with the RC2. I can't tell you that this isn't possibly the best way to fly it. I mean, I was in normal mode and I wasn't in cinematic mode. I didn't put it in sport mode yet. Could you imagine? All right, later, dead random. We got some adventures to do. We got some adventuring to do later. Bye. That was so cool. Oh my gosh.